Ever since the oil disaster has started, these guys have been making runs along the coast so they can find out exactly where the oil is. Today, they're kind enough to take us along for a ride. So we're going to take an aerial look at the Alabama coast. As the chopper cranks up, no one on board knows exactly what we'll find. In fact, our pilot has done about 30 of these flyovers, and he's learned to expect change.
A lot of difference that a day makes. Not necessarily excited about the circumstances, but we do enjoy what we're doing. And we want to get this job right for the local area, and most of us are local guys.
On board today, Coast Guard aerial observer Jason Bodell.
Today there's been nothing.
Whether you're on one of these cleanup boats below or part of Incident Command, you are depending on Bodell's trained eyes. For the first time in weeks, he sees no problems.
The beaches look good, the people are out there swimming, enjoying it, and I'm enjoying seeing no oil.
Don't let these dark spots fool you. That is normal for these waters. Still, a good report today does not guarantee anything.
There's still 80 some odd days worth of leaking, you know, that happened prior to stopping it. So just because it stopped and today's looking good, there's still a lot of oil out there, but, you know, we got a lot of waterside assets and aerial assets. We, you know, just keep plugging away.
It's all dependent on the winds and the currents, and we can't predict it. I guess that's why we're going out every day to update what we have.
The good news is that these guys are saying this is the best the coast has looked since they've been running these missions ever since the oil disaster started. But they will also remind you that anything can change at any moment, sometimes from 1 hour to the next. But they also reassure me and tell me they are going to continue with this mission until the job is done. For WVUA News in Orange Beach, I'm Lynn Brooks. They say give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but teach him to fish and you feed him for life.
We teach people every day we come out.
But Captain Eddie Sims just needs more students.
Woohoo! We should be fishing every day right now, and we're not. We pretty much have a 3-month window to make everything we're going to make. We all have families. A lot of these guys have been doing this their whole life.
Yes, there are plenty of fish in the sea.
And as you can see, everybody pretty much is hooking up.
But customers are scaling back, even though the coast is clear for now.
We're right on the boundary of where it's supposed to be closed, and as you can see, it's beautiful water. There's still plenty of open, clean, free water to fish in the Gulf.
So I signed up for fishing school. That's a good one, whatever it is. All right, I'm seeing color. It's Snapalicious. Look at here. All right. Wish we could keep that guy. That'd be a good keeper if we could keep him. Too bad we can't. So as you could tell from looking at that video, the fishing pretty good out there on the open water. Now we've seen several charter fishing boats in this area, but they're not carrying any paying customers. Primarily, they're carrying only the captain and his crew. In Orange Beach, Alabama, for WVUA News, I'm Lynn Brooks. Here in Orange Beach, the news today, actually very positive. Here's why. This stretch of beach that was once covered in oil is now clear today. Actually, I would say pristine. It's been this way for about the past 10 days. Something else also that you animal lovers will be interested in, you can actually see a few dolphins out here today. We've seen groups of 2, 3, 4 dolphins. We've also seen pelicans. One of the most important things we've seen, though, which is a first today since the oil spill, bait fish. And that's a great sign that marine life is actually starting to recover. Now, I spent some time today with some officials who have been monitoring this situation ever since it started back in April. They tell me right now they are optimistic.
The beaches are clean. The water is very good. There's dolphin behind me out there that are passing us by.
Since the oil spill, Escambia County Commissioner Gene Valentino's duties include monitoring the shore from the Panhandle to this stretch of Orange Beach. He says this is the best the area has looked in the past month, so he's spending lots of time explaining to beachgoers exactly what they're seeing just offshore.
If you were to look out to the water now, you would see a major vessel with booms coming off it. There's actually 3 vertical booms going down into the sea that actually hold that vessel in place. That's a staging location. All the big, large shrimp boats out there are actually not shrimping. They're carrying the absorbent boom behind them and meeting at that large point I just pointed to.
Salva Barrazo discovered the first tar balls in this area. He checks 3 times a day for new oil, tar ball coverage, and anything out of the ordinary. He says the water can change at any moment.
What varies is wind condition, wind direction, currents, high tide.
Elected officials tell me they have asked the EPA for detailed information about water quality here at Orange Beach. So far, though, they tell me the EPA has sent no response, so they don't have those details. In the meantime, these beaches do remain open for the few people who have chosen to come out here and enjoy it. And officials tell me they hope the wind and the currents continue to cooperate so the water can stay clear like this. In Orange Beach, Alabama, for WVUA News, I'm Lynn Brooks.